These 3 hooks got me over 100 million views, and no, this isn't clickbait, there's no BS, and in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly what they are and show you how to steal them. What's up? If you're new here, I'm Matt Stefanina, and I have over 35 million followers on my main channels. Now, I've made millions of dollars online, and my coaching clients pay me thousands of dollars per hour for the exact information that I'm giving you in this video. So my goal on this channel is to provide you with insane value and take you behind the curtain of what it's like to actually build a social media empire and the shortcuts I wish I knew when I was starting out over a decade ago. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. So first, let's talk about why hooks are so important. The first 1 to 3 seconds of your video literally make or break it. People's attention spans are shorter than ever, so a good hook can grab your viewer's attention and hold them until the end of that video where you finally give them the payoff. Now, from an algorithmic standpoint, we know that watch time is the most important metric on social media. What percentage of your video are your viewers watching? Are they getting to 20% in and just falling off? Well, that video is not going to be shown to anyone else. But if they're getting to 50, 60%, maybe even 80, 90%, or best case scenario, 100+%, meaning when they get to the end of the video, they're even rewatching it another time, that video is going to go viral 9 times out of 10. But the problem that a lot of creators face is they don't even get the chance to present the video to the viewer because in those first few seconds, the viewer's already lost attention, swiped on to the next video. So these are the 3 hooks that I've used to consistently go viral. And I'm talking not just like 100,000 views here or there, but millions, tens of millions of views consistently on every single video that I put out. It's actually insane how many times you can successfully repeat a concept once you've really dialed in the format. So the first type of hook is a time constraint hook. Now this is really great for tutorials, and one of the first channels that I made way back when I was first starting was teaching people how to dance. So I would teach them things like how to do the moonwalk, how to do the worm, how to dance like Usher, or the 5 best moves to do at a wedding. And these videos did well, but they never really went viral. And what changed everything was adding a time constraint. So I started to teach people how to moonwalk in 1 minute or less, or for short form, 30 seconds or less. And as soon as I added that time constraint and made people feel like they were gonna learn a lot in a short amount of time, even if they didn't wanna learn the move, they were just curious, can this guy actually teach someone how to moonwalk in 30 seconds? And they would watch the video and then they would send it to their friends and be like, hey bro, we should learn this, and bust it out at the party. I saw the saves and the shares go insane. I was getting 10, 15, 20,000 shares per video. That means people are sending it to their friends and then they're watching it and saving it and sharing it to their friends. And so these tutorials started to go crazy. And the best part about a time constraint format is you can repeat it over and over. But you might be thinking, I'm in finance, how does that help me? Top 3 stocks to invest in 60 seconds or less. How to finish your taxes in under 15 minutes. Maybe you're in fitness, how to get a great ab workout in 60 seconds. And here's a bonus tip. If you can add a searchable term into this opening hook, even better. So I took how to moonwalk in 30 seconds or less, and I changed it to how to moonwalk like Michael Jackson in 30 seconds or less. So now everyone that's searching how to dance like Michael Jackson moonwalk, all of those searches are funneling back to my video, as well as people that are just happening across it and being like, 30 seconds or less, that's cool. I think I'll watch this one through. Now here's the bonus. You're not gonna stop here and just say that in the beginning of the video. You're also gonna add a visual hook. So I have a few options here. I can either overlay a video of Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk, so you're watching him. I can maybe put it in the corner, so as I'm saying, I'm gonna teach you how to moonwalk like Michael Jackson for 30 seconds or less. Or I could put it in the corner next to my face, so as I'm saying, I'm gonna teach you how to moonwalk like Michael Jackson in 30 seconds or less. You're seeing what you're gonna learn. Or even better, and the one that I ended up sticking on, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna teach you as I'm showing you what I'm gonna teach you. Today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to moonwalk in under a minute. Let's go. So as I'm moonwalking on the screen, I'm saying, I'm gonna show you how to moonwalk in 30 seconds or less. And you're seeing, hey, this guy knows how to moonwalk. He's saying he can teach me in 30 seconds. He's probably right. So do you see how I'm not just stopping with like, oh, these are some good words to say? It's what else can we add on? What else can we add on? What else can we add on? And eventually you get to a hook that's so what we call sticky, where the viewer they're stuck to it. They have to watch the video. They have to find out, is it real? Can you really learn it? Is the ending true? What's gonna happen, right? That's the emotion that we want to evoke from our viewer when they're swiping across one of our videos. The second type of hook is the shocking statement. And this is something that you throw out there that immediately people have a gut response to, like, yes, I agree, or like, that's completely wrong. And the thing is, you don't actually have to make the entire video this controversial or angry statement. You just need something at the beginning, the hook, that's a pattern interrupt. So when they're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and they see, boom, they're like, I gotta see what happens here, right? So last week I made a video that went really viral on TikTok where I said, Coachella's a lie. And I made this at the height of Coachella. Last weekend, every influencer's posting Coachella, Coachella, Coachella. And my opening statement, Coachella is a lie. And then in the text right below it, I put the truth about Coachella, ... So as you're seeing all this hype about Coachella and you scroll and you see some guy being like, Coachella's a lie, here's the truth. Of course you're gonna stop. And this topic is already trending. So people are even more curious about it. Now, in the body of the video, I just talk about how the influencer image of what Coachella's like, you just see the outfit pictures and the backstage and all of this, is only one small part of it. And that the truth of Coachella is that the lines are insanely long. It's 100 degrees. It's really difficult to get place to place. The traffic is crazy. There are all these other elements. I turned it into more of a life lesson of when you see someone doing something and you have FOMO, don't fall into that trap. Instead, focus on yourself. Be grateful for the things you have and the family that you get to spend time with or the friends that you get to go out to lunch with. Just remember that people aren't having as much fun as they look like on Instagram. So see what I mean? I started with this controversial statement to get people's attention, but then I sort of navigated it into this wholesome, uplifting life message. Whereas if I had started the video by being like, don't have FOMO if you can't go to Coachella because actually you should be grateful for your family. Nobody's watching that video. So the exercise here is to think about something that's viral or trending or talked about in your field, right? Maybe you're in fitness or nutrition and there's a new diet that's going crazy or a new type of workout that everyone's really hype about. And you either strongly agree that this is the best diet and the best workout you've ever seen, or maybe you completely disagree and you're exposing why it's not as good as people are saying that it is. You want to take an extreme stance one way or the other, and you want to lead with a really bold opening hook. And the third type of hook that completely changed my life is vulnerability and storytelling. This is starting with something that's true, it's raw, and people can tell through the camera that you're opening up about something. And this is one of the hardest videos to make because it only works if you're authentic. But last year, one of my most viral videos started with me saying, after 30 million followers and 7 billion views, this just doesn't make me happy anymore. And I was serious. I'm not happy making dance videos anymore. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not a professional dancer, I don't have 30 million views. What is a big change that you're going through or went through in your life? Maybe it was quitting your job to follow your dream. Maybe you dropped out of school to make content. Maybe it's something that's not as obvious, like how your parents wanted you to be a lawyer, but you decided to follow your passion of being a graphic designer. The truth is, we all have stories. And depending on how comfortable you are, you can even go deeper into things like relationships, into mental health, really any struggle that you're dealing with. Opening up about struggles that you're dealing with is not only an amazing hook, but it's a great way to deepen the connection with your community. But just like the others, it's not just about being vulnerable, it's about how you package this story. Now, these are usually really great thought starters, but they might not be the final hook that you want to use because you want to make sure that it has those elements and that stickiness that we talked about. So for instance, if you're talking about quitting your job to become a full-time content creator, it's not enough to just say, I quit my job to become a full-time content creator. Boring. Instead, you want to add details that give more context and raise the stakes of the story. So instead, you might say something like, I quit my 100K a year job at Tesla to be a full-time content creator. Now, all of a sudden, I'm so curious. Why did he leave Tesla? Right? Just by adding a couple extra things, I have so many questions I need answered. Why did you quit your job at Tesla? What job were you doing at Tesla that pays you 100K a year? Why are you so confident that you can make 100K or more a year as a content creator? Right? I created this whole world that I need to get answers to. So now I'm going to be hooked until the end of the video, trying to get answers to these questions that you posed in the first 3 seconds, just by really crafting a great hook. So you can take some time to brainstorm on it. You can also use ChatGPT here. It's an amazing tool for helping write hooks. And what you want to do is type a summary of the story into ChatGPT and say, Chat, give me 3 viral hooks for the beginning of this story. And then usually what I'll do is film all 3. And then in the editing process, once I actually see how it looks and feels and the energy of it, I'll decide which one I think will perform best. Or in some extreme cases, I'll even export all 3 and I'll upload them a few weeks apart so I can test different hooks and experiment. Now remember, with all 3 of these, it's not enough sometimes to just say it. Adding captions, adding visual hooks, even a little zoom in at the beginning, which you can do really easily in Final Cut or CapCut. Those small details can go a long way in increasing the effectiveness of your hook. So I hope you got some value out of this video, and to help you take action, I put together a list of 20 of the hooks that I actually use in my videos, and I'm giving it away for free at the link down below. So make sure you hit that and click the subscribe button for more videos like this. I'll see you on the next one.